Hi, I'm James Shillinglaw. I'm here aboard Le Ponant, and we're sailing now, I believe, in the Adriatic up towards Montenegro. We just were in Greece for about 3-4 days, and I'm here with Naveen Faki, sorry, Naveen Faki. I know I screwed that up, but I know which is a very easy name. And Naveen is actually our travel concierge. Now we're going to find out what that's all about, and it's sort of a cruise director and all things combined. And you're going to find out a lot about what goes on this wonderful, small, intimate sailing vessel on Insider Travel Report. Naveen, first of all, thank you so much. You've been wonderful helping us with everything on this cruise. It's from the very beginning you texted me, and we sort of got things going. But first of all, explain, how long have you been with Ponant?
Well, thank you, James, for your time. And I've been with Ponant since September 2021. Okay. And first on bigger ships. And then on Le Ponant, this emblematic sailor ship, I've been starting like a few months ago in beginning of 2024.
So this is a very different kind of experience, though, from the other ships, right? Because they're not that much bigger, but they are a bit bigger. This holds a total of how many?
Well, on this ship is a maximum of 32 passengers. And on the other ships that we have explorers, which are 180 passengers, and we have sister ships that can actually have a capacity of 250 passengers. Okay, so it's a total different experience.
Here is a total different experience, and we don't even have a full complement on this one, but close to it. Now, what is your function as travel concierge? What do you do?
So, as you said, as a travel concierge on board, we take care of passengers before their embarkation day until after their disembarkation from this sailing ship. So, even before the duty arrive, we are in contact with Marseille, the headquarters, to understand how you're going to arrive on board. So, you have my number in case you have anything happens and you need any help. And then once you're on board, there is a presentation, and I'm going to talk to you about all the tours and experiences that we have on board. Why do we call them experiences? Because it's a different thing compared to the excursions we have on other ships. These experiences are more personal, are more intimate. Also with this sailing ship, we can get to some little islands where we really have a short amount of people, and it's just a special moment to be there for our passengers. Mm-hmm. And the aim and the purpose is to have the best holidays as possible for our passenger, to show them the passion that we have, and that for them everything goes smooth, and that they leave the ship and the country with just a smile on their face and lovely memories.
So we've taken a lot of the excursions here, and talk a little bit about what we just experienced. We were in Greece for, I think, 3 different ports, right? And a lot of Americans might be worried because there's a lot of French people who take this cruise, but you arranged actually for us to have an American guide, right? Not American guide, it's the English-speaking guide, right?
Definitely. So our passengers are sometimes mostly French. I say sometimes because we might have some cruises where we have half French speaking or half English speaking, Spanish, Dutch, Australians, Greek. We have really actually quite vast nationality passengers that come on this sailing ship. And for us, the aim is that each one of you feels home and feels special for who you are, because for us you're really each single person or couple or whatever group of friends you are. So we care about you having the best time on board. And even if this cruise we had most of passengers that were French speaking, we asked for a private, actually English speaking Greek guide just for you to be able to understand everything what's happening.
And it was. And then, of course, the waiters and the bartenders, a lot of them are Filipino, so they speak English. That is their second language, not even French, to be honest with you, right?
Definitely, absolutely, yes. They try their best, as we all do. And this is the special thing about this ship, is that we have 32 passengers with 34 crew members, more or less. Mm-hmm. So it's actually almost a one-to-one passenger to crew member. And each one of us is very important in its own, because we are running the whole sailing ship in 32, 3 or 4 crew members. So each one of us has their job, and we all put our soul and heart in doing our best.
And you all look like you're having a little fun too, so that's it.
It's a quite special. I call it magical ambience, a magical environment, because as we are not many, we all try to help each other as much as we can, and we actually really are quite of a family on board, and we just try to welcome our passengers also in this family for each week.
So, and in terms of the excursions, we did a wonderful excursion to I think I forget the name of it, an ancient Greek site on one of the excursions. It was a little hot that day, but we still had enjoyed it. It was an amazing thing. But then you balance that with excursions where you can go swimming, excursions just to walk around small towns in Greece. I mean, you really get a feel for the communities that you visit, right?
Definitely. So we have this season we're doing Greece, we're doing Croatia, Montenegro, then we're going to go to Cape Verde, to Caribbean and France. So actually in each different country and part of the world where we go, we try to actually have a jump in the culture and try to touch every little special part of the country. So cultural, gastronomical, beaches, of course, because it's one of the best parts of the holidays.
Absolutely,
actually,
yeah.
And especially be able to go and have a swim with this heat. And that's what we also try to have on board.
That's
so
fantastic,
once
yeah.
we're on board, if we can, of course, with captain's permission, we try sometime to organize a swim by the marina or some Zodiac cruises, watching the sails and the hoisting of the sails. We try our best to make special every moment on board.
Well, we definitely had a few opportunities to go swimming, and then last night actually we had this amazing opportunity to go out on the Zodiacs and watch as the ship under sail. I thought it was going to take off without us. Actually, he was heading out to sea, and we're two Zodiacs chasing it. But amazing views of the ship fully under sail, right?
Well, the sails are the emblematic part of this company, actually. So we are the only ship for now with the sails, and that's why we love to take the magical from it, like when we projected the cinema on the sails.
Oh yeah, we were watching concerts of Queen on the sails, and you could probably do a lot of other films as well. And of course, you are also responsible, and you oversee entertainment with our friend Lisa, who she's a singer and also does games, but you also have a lot of onboard activities too to keep the guests interested, right?
Well, my aim on board is passengers to be happy. So whatever we can do on land, on board, also when we let some Greek musicians embark on board to have their time to show their culture and styles. Of course, it's my work is especially on land, but whatever is on board, we're all helping each other. Yeah. So whatever is on board, we're all there and available for our passengers.
I was surprised at such a small ship that maybe it's the French guests. They like to stay out late. Some American ships at this size, you'd probably be a very quiet ship, but this isn't always the case. This ship has is kind of rocking in the evening, right?
Well, we like to give choices. Yeah. So passengers can actually choose what they can do. So if they want to get almost tired at the end of the day for all the activities we propose, they can. If they want to choose to stay a little bit on board, to go on land, to have some Zodiacs available whenever they want, this is their holidays.
Yeah, so it really is. It's kind of your own private yacht, and with the extras, with the excursions and everything else, and you decide what you want to do. It's not too regimented at all, but you can see we're on the sun deck here, which is beautiful. And normally we might even be under sail. Today we're not sailing because we're actually heading up to Montenegro. We'll get there tomorrow. But you got to come up here when the sails are hoisted, and you do propel the ship with sailing power, right?
Well, this is the funny part. Most of our passengers, when they come on board, they're like, oh, but we really use sails. Yes, this is a sailing ship. Well, most of people think that we use more the motor, the engine, than the sails. But no, we really take advantage of these amazing sails.
Yeah, well, that is what is, and that's why it's more sustainable. And this ship, which is, I think it's the first one in the Ponant fleet originally, but it just got refurbished a couple years ago, and it feels brand new.
Definitely. Before we had more cabins, more passengers. We wanted to make it more home. This is really the aim of this experience on board these cruises, to feel like passengers are home and they have their own private sailing yacht. They can make their own friends if they want. If they don't want, they have their own space, their cabins, their suites, some public areas, and they can do whatever they want from their holidays.
So that I was going to ask you, like, what do people should expect day to day? It's kind of whatever you want. You can go on excursions. You can stay on the ship if you want, although I would, don't miss some of these wonderful small islands that we we did and you're going to be doing in Croatia as well. But you really have, the ship is yours, the yacht is yours, and you make your decisions, right?
Yeah, and actually, even if you have more requests, this is also one of my tasks, is to, if you want to go in a restaurant or if you want to have a private moment outside of the ship, I'm responsible for organizing this for you. Whatever is in a group of friends or just yourself or with your partner, organizing whatever is on land, but on your choice if the excursion we choose for you is not what you would like to do. So whatever you want to do also on land, we organize it for you.
Now, we go out to about 125,000 travel advisors, travel agents out there who are going to be booking Ponant. Would you suggest, once they've booked their client, to maybe get in contact with you to arrange what these clients might want to do and sort of set everything up in advance? Of course, they can make changes, but at least get some suggestions about what they might. So you're probably the person to talk to right here.
Definitely. Well, this is very kind to plan it in advance. We don't usually have this habit, but it would be great, and I would be very happy and honored to be in contact in advance. Definitely, yes.
Well, it's a great way, and I know you contacted me in advance, and I mean, you really can do whatever you want to do. There's no question about it, but to get an idea of what some of the options are and what maybe your clients like, and this is really their own private yacht for the week or so that they're on board. So anything else you want to say about this wonderful cruise on this ship and what guests should expect?
You can't really expect what you're going to leave here. This is the special part. This is the surprise. Also, when we're aboard, we always try to have surprises, and we don't always say what's going to happen, because point one, we are on a sailing ship, so things can change very often, and we have to be flexible. But second thing is that every special moment that are surprises have different adrenaline and exciting moment that we can feel. So you can't really try to expect something. So I would just come on board very relaxed and being ready to live something that you haven't lived before.
Well, that's absolutely great advice, and I've been trying to do that. Of course, I work all the time, as she knows. But it has been an amazing cruise so far. We have 2 more days, and I'm really looking forward to those 2 days. Sad I can't go with you to Croatia. It sounds like a great cruise, and this ship goes all over the place. Let me tell you, it's really an amazing. And I've heard about it for years, and I did see it years ago, before the renovation, and I thought it was very intimate and very interesting. In fact, I think before the renovation they had even more cabins and more capacity, but now they've ratcheted it down to what, 32 you said?
32 passengers in total, 16 cabins or suites.
Sounds small enough to you? If you have a client who really wants that intimate experience, but also have some fun, because I think people here, the crowd is very mixed. Yes, there are a lot of French guests here, but now we're starting to get more Americans and more other nationalities, and they just have a good time together. So it's you meet a lot of interesting people, and of course the crew. You get to meet someone like Naveen, who was wonderful, and all the other crew here, the waiters, the captain school. I mean, we're going to be interviewing him as well. Again, I want to thank you for taking the time. I know you're busy, even with 35 guests, and then all the people coming on board the next cruise, right? You've got to be on your toes to figure out what they want, right?
Definitely. We always plan in advance, and then if you have to change things, we do. But we always plan in advance to organize everything as the best way.
Well, thank you again. I'm James Schillinglaw here aboard Le Ponant, and 2 more days to go on this cruise, and I really don't want to leave because it's really been relaxing. And this is Insider Travel Report.